Hello, it's Diana Marchand from dianamarchand.com and founder of Raw Foods Made Simple, and I help women create healthy, happy lives. And welcome to this video. I hope you can see me okay. It's hard to tell how dark it is. Sitting outside here again on the pier, and I wanted to do a video about why women gain weight around the midsection in midlife. So anywhere from, it can start earlier. It can start earlier than 45, but, let's say from 45 on. Well, what happens is that this phase is called perimenopause. So perimenopause are the years leading up to when you have menopause, and menopause is when you haven't had your period for 1 full year. So that's how it works. Your body's going through some changes, of course, and there's hormonal ups and downs. So your hormones start to decrease, usually progesterone and estrogen. So as your ovaries slow down the production of estrogen, then what else can produce that estrogen? Well, your adrenal glands can actually produce the estrogen. But let's say you are somebody who maybe works full-time, has a very busy life, maybe a demanding career, you take care of aging parents, you still have kids or something that you're taking care of, or they're going through university or something. So you have yourself a husband, you do all the cooking, the cleaning, and all of that. Well, your life is pretty stressful. So when a person is under continuous stress, even lower level stress for quite a while, their adrenal glands begin to get tired and exhausted. So if those are getting tired and even maybe exhausted, then they can't do their job very well, so they're not able to produce estrogen as much. So then you have your ovaries not producing as much estrogen, your adrenal glands not producing as much estrogen. So what happens is, what else can produce it is fat. Yes, the fat. And so your body, being so smart, says we need to help. We need to get that estrogen up, so we are going to put a lot of fat around the midsection, and that fat is going to produce some estrogen for you, and that's going to make you feel so much better. Well, of course, it may kind of calm the symptoms a little bit or balance the hormones a bit, but it doesn't make us feel better, because all of a sudden what we used to do isn't working anymore. We're gaining this weight around the midsection. Nothing seems to work to get it off. So that is definitely one of the reasons. And there could be a couple others. So stress also, when you're under continuous stress, your body will not release weight. So if you're stressed, your body's unable to release weight. It sees it as fight or flight. It's not going to do that. It's not going to get rid of the weight in case you need it for survival. What else? Oh, there's usually at this time of life, our body, like the foods are kind of what used to work, what foods we used to be able to work don't really work that much more. Our body doesn't really like them. But I know that sometimes these are the foods that the people love, and so they don't want to get rid of them. The gluten, the wheat, the dairy, so your cheeses, you're looking at if you like muffins, or if you like scones, or if you like breads, or if you go to restaurants you like that, go to coffee shops, there's all these things. Those things, at this stage of your life, pack on the pounds. Literally pack on the pounds. When you're in your 20s and 30s, you may have been able to get away with it, but let me tell you, you probably can't get away with it anymore. You got to bring it way, 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 way down consumption, or get rid of them completely. Now, it doesn't mean that gluten-free stuff is great for you, because gluten-free stuff, again, is just starches and powders and flours with absolutely zero nutrients whatsoever. So you're now consuming those in replacement, and still you're keeping the weight on. Yes, you will, because you got to get rid of that junk, that stuff that has no nutrients. What you want to eat is high nutrient dense foods with lower calories and some really good healthy fats. That's what you need. Your body actually needs more minerals than ever. So in one of my videos, I showed you a lot of those powders. Those are containing the high minerals, the antioxidants, the vitamins. Fantastic, and very low calories. They give your body what it needs and helps your metabolism. Also, when women are about the age of 35, they lose about half a pound of muscle a year and gain about 1.5 pounds of fat a year. So as you can see, at a young age, we really start to lose our muscle mass and replace it with fat. But if you're working out really hard at a gym, if you're doing strength training, that's not going to be you. This is not everybody. So if you are not working out, this is probably what's happening to you. Your metabolism is slowing. Muscle burns fat. So if you have less muscle, you're burning less fat. And as we age, your metabolism slows. If you're not doing as much activity, if you have more of a sedentary life, even if you were sedentary in your 30s, I tell you, being sedentary in your late 40s and 50s is worse. It's just like tripling it, okay? The effects are like tripled. So you need to get out, you need to get active. You need to change what you eat, but it doesn't have to be you hate your food. All the women in my programs absolutely love, fantastic, love, love, love the foods. You just need to find what foods are good for you now, what foods are the right foods for you to consume now. Find those, love them, learn to make them. A little bit of an adjustment, you will be so happy. Let me see, we got that. Another thing, that if you choose to go on hormones, which I don't advise, especially absolutely not synthetic ones, but if you are, mostly what I've heard from women on synthetic hormones, they gain weight. They gain weight. They gain weight. They look puffy. They look, yeah, I want to say puffy, kind of bloated, water retention. So don't think you're going to lose weight on synthetic hormones. No. You can try something called bioidentical hormones. Now you can go to a natural doctor, a naturopath, and check out bioidentical hormones, which are all natural, and just ask about those. So you see at this stage, you got your hormones imbalancing, you got your ovaries producing less estrogen, your adrenal glands producing, well, if you're stressed, they produce less estrogen. So your fat really's got to pack on the fat so that you can produce the estrogen to balance the hormones. You're losing muscle unless you are at the gym working out on weights or doing something, outside a really good workout. And that your metabolism is slowing, and if you don't change what you eat, you're going to continue to pack on the weight or not be able to lose the weight at all. Anyways, that is what my message is today. Just give a little bit of information out there. It's not hopeless. It's not helpless, though. There are tons of things you can do. When I went through this phase, that's why I research, study, learned everything I could, because I was not going to be one of those people. I ended up going down to a weight I was in my 20s when women are gaining weight. That is because there are things you can do if you're dedicated, if you're willing to do it, if you want to feel your best, if you want to go through this stage without feeling like crap and gaining a whole bunch of weights. You can. Feel free to contact me if you want, and I'd be happy to talk to you. Okay, see you everybody. Bye.